We have the Mad Lobster Materiactor edition. Rev it up with Speedroids, and it also appears that Japan really loves some of these really weird Spyral ideas. Make sure you guys smash the crap out of that subscribe button so you guys don't miss out on more Oz content. So you wanted some normal monster love in your life, right? Well, Materiactors allow you to do some of the funnest little things that you could think about doing out here with, you know, being level 3, and you get to play the Mad Lobster, man. I've seen so many cool ideas out here with the different level 3s that you could do. I mean, they were playing Baby Dragon for a while, which I'm considerably interested to know why they weren't playing the Baby Dragon, because it capitalizes on synergy with, you know, Terratop here, giving you that, you know, ability to have the wind, or, you know, at least, excuse me, it's the Talcum Tumborg that you need to have the wind monster to special summon and go. But this build, for some reason, just chose not to even worry about that, which is okay. I mean, I'm not gonna hate on that, but yeah, the Mad Lobster. Click, click, I'm Zoidberg. Just, I don't know, man. Stuff like this is why I love this game. You can come up with some interesting ideas. Next up is Speedroids with the Singular Unicorn. Now, remember, the OCG has a nice little trade-off out here with us. They get the one unicorn, but they also get, you know, full abuse of this and the Auroradon shenanigans, which I still very interesting time, but you know, they also get Baron de Fleur out here, which just slots so well into this deck, considering the fact that you have all of the wind support that you could actually want to have in a build like this, which I guess is kind of nice. The new Speedroid stuff definitely helped this deck out a lot, until the OCG, you know, I guess you need to maybe bring back Terratop to 3 so that you guys can actually kind of have a chance with exploring this deck, because based on current limitations, I don't really feel like this deck's going to get as much gas as it needs. Spyral. Really? A lot of scratching my head today at this. Like, we're doing the Shyama in here? Okay, I mean, we're also playing Mr. Double Agent himself, which is kind of refreshing, actually. I do like this. Also, the fact that, you know, you're able to abuse Scythe in here. What deck cannot do this stupid stuff these days? I see that we're cheesing out the Earl of Demise out here just to get us the additional normal summon. It's now part of the Fiendsmith combo to get the extra bodies on the field so you can actually kind of combo extend and kind of do your thing. I kind of respect that, actually. It's really cool. Also, down here in the side deck, we are side decking Drag Down to the Graves. This is to give you that option to rip away from your opponent. When your opponent starts to set up, you're like, oh, okay, how about we don't? And we can find, you know, the Nibiru in our opponent's hand and crater it. Okay. Next up here, we have, wow, White Forest. This is about as simple as it gets out here, man. You know, you've got the Fiendsmith package built in here. This is really, I feel like, never going to change with this deck. The Fiendsmith stuff just does so much. But then, you know, you slot in things like the Witches of the White Forest, which this field spell is an incredibly stupid card for what it does. I will say, though, the fact that this build is not dedicating any slots to the Omni Negate kind of makes me think that this build feels a little bit more vulnerable than others. Like, not in a bad way or anything, but I don't like that you don't have that layered protection to kind of set up and do things, because it's that kind of stuff that I think makes this deck, you know, very scary. And if we're kind of stripping away that or not considering it, I don't know. Also, Morion is an incredibly broken card. All right, next up here, we have the Power of Magistus with the Borreload Savage. Now, just by having Borreload Savage legal, this deck is able to do some, what I would consider, stupid plays. Mr. Savage allows you to, you know, get into the equip sphere and, you know, kind of starts to allow you to cheat out things like Chorozo out here and kind of does some stupid things. Now, you're also going to notice down here, you know, you can also make the Flambird Dragon too. That's a big thing. But you're going to notice we're not actually playing severely large dedicated Magistus packages. It's just enough that, you know, you can get things off the ground with things like this and kind of set up and go from there. Which, once again, I mean, you have options. And that's the big thing that you want to have with a deck like this. You want to be able to have as many doors being open for you as you can on the setup. Also, this Crowley is actually kind of broken. You guys did a fantastic job with this guy. Next up here, Eldritch and the Labradorite Dragon. I guess this matters, even though I swear this should be a zombie monster looking at him. But, you know, he is a dragon, so, you know, I guess we have to have something to pull out of the Lordly Load package kind of setup. But, I mean, hey, hello, Baron. How are you? This build feels a little bit different than what I have traditionally been used to seeing out here. You have Ultimate Slayers to kind of clean up things as need be, but only 2 of these. I don't really like that. You know, obviously dedicating the slots to this 1 package of this is very, very strange to me as well, but this is what they were going with in terms of consistency options. So once again, I hate this. I just feel like there could be better construction behind this list and the decisions that you're seeing being made here. But, you know, we got to optimize somewhere, I suppose. Ooh, we have Raidraptors. Oh my gosh, we're playing the Rake Up Magic Revolution Force. I feel like I never see this one see play. Like, obviously, you know, Skip Force and Soulshade Force are by far your better ones to have, but it definitely, you know, sets up for some interesting plays. Also, yes, we are doing Kali King Yuga plays. As much as I want to go, oh boy, you know, Kali King Yuga, boo, no. I think that this is one of those cards that we kind of are forced to acknowledge and actually accept that it's good. Also, triple Forstrix. I mean, this entire extra deck minus the Kali King Yuga is pretty much Raidraptor locked minus Rusty Tin Can here. And, like, we're not even really doing anything with a Rusty, which is kind of sad, actually. I feel like you could get away with doing a little bit more with this build. But this opens up the doors to some fun ideas. And there's nothing wrong with wanting to have a little bit of fun. Next up here, we have... What in the world is this? We don't even get an extra deck down here? Oh, okay. So I see... Hi, Swashbuckler, one of my favorite cards in the game. So it's like a modern-era Fairy Tale Luna control deck, where, you know, you've got the Diabellstar and the Sinful Spoils down here, so that we can set up and do some stupid things. You also do see the Filius Diabell. We're also playing the Swords of Spiritual Revealing Light. I don't know what we're doing with this, but I guess if we've got room to be throwing around out here with all this, this is just supposed to be like a Diabell lore deck, I feel like, in terms of what you're doing here. But this is once again, this is the kind of stuff I like seeing from the Just This cups, where, you know, you see people actually testing out, I'm not gonna say like garbage per se, but like, this is the kind of stuff that genuinely catches me off guard and makes me go, huh, we could actually do some cool things with this. Next up here we have Traptrix. Excuse me? Who let this one through? I see that we're doing yes, the Palms of the Kings. Only 2 of this, by the way. We are also dedicating 2 Dominus Purge. I feel like that's okay, even though, like, Purge is an extremely good card in this deck. You know, you have your limitations on the things you can do. You also got the 2 Terrors of the Overroot. Oh boy, being able to do all the little stupid things with that is really, really strong. I also see, hello, Black Goat Laughs. I gotta tell you, man, the more that Black Goat Laughs has been coming up, like, the more insane that I personally am starting to feel that this card actually is. But, you know, it's refreshing to actually see some Traptrix action out here. I don't really think people really realize, like, how good Traptrix can actually be. Maybe need some more Rise Ol cards in here to convince certain people, but, you know, that's okay. Next up here we have Argostar. Oh, we're actually playing 2 copies of the Fierce Parthay. Alright, of course, dedicating some slots to the Giant Hunting. Honestly, I think Giant Hunting was the best card, but the OCG loves the idea of playing That's 10 in here, because you're getting the attack modifier on this too. Also, surprisingly enough, we're not dedicating any slots to the extra deck, which means no Scylla Hat Rabbit. which I don't really like that. I think Silhouette Rabbit is an absolutely mandatory card that you need to be looking at. But this just gives you some more options to kind of play the deck, and I like that. So what do you guys think about today's decks? Please leave a comment down below. Tell me what you guys think, and I will see your beautiful faces back here later in the day, guys. Patrons, thank you.
Thank you so much for watching. Check out these other videos.